My name is Dr Hazik Mohamed. I'm the Managing Director for Stellar Consulting Group Private Limited. I do various consulting projects for different entities. I started with SMEs and then moved on to multilateral organizations like ASEAN and the UNCDF. And in my free time, I also find time to teach at two universities, one in Malaysia, Putra Business School. I actually designed their digital transformation elective for the MBA program, as well as their FinTech program, the elective program for the MBA. And also, I just finished my first semester as an associate, teaching part-time at SUSS for managerial economics. Essentially, this is a movement that has been quite popular these days. It's called DeFi for short, taking the first two letters of decentralized finance. It's supposed to be more democratic and more inclusive. So let me dial back a little bit because what happened was this whole movement started actually after the 2008 financial crisis. I think that's where blockchain first started, and also the movement of fintech and everything else sprouted from there. Blockchain was created by this unknown person using a pseudonym called Satoshi Nakamoto. We don't really know who he is until today. But essentially, he wanted to create means for peer-to-peer exchange through the coin called Bitcoin, which is now very popular, and everybody is talking about it because of the the value that has increased, and for various reasons. Some for value, some for the philosophy. So the underlying technology for Bitcoin is blockchain, and I got interested in blockchain back in 2016. Because of the immense, applications that I saw the potential for in Islamic finance. There are several things that the blockchain can be used for. They can be used for, as Satoshi Nakamoto had designed it, as a cryptocurrency or means of exchange. But it also can be used as a ledger or a database system. And then it can also be used as a payment system if you can tokenize the entire payment structure. And then lastly, more importantly for Islamic finance, it can be used as a smart contract. So the smart contract platform was first built by Vitalik Buterin, which is a young genius kid. He was a big fan of the Bitcoin, and then he founded Ethereum because he wanted to create the smart contract platform. So today, many people issue tokens. They do not need to create their own native blockchain to issue their coins or their tokens. So coming back, in 2008 financial crisis, everybody knew that because of the confluence of things, right, which started from the subprime mortgage financial product, it went, it was offered as an investment product globally, and that's how it affected almost every country, right, that offered the financial product. In a normal business, if you did not manage your operations very well, or you did not carry out your fiduciary duties properly, naturally you would fail and the company would close. But the situation is different for these too big to fail companies. Governments could not let them fail because failing, if they did, the financial system would actually crumble, or recovery would be very, very difficult. But there was a huge resentment from everyone else that why these big companies are saved while nothing is done for the smaller type of companies. So due to this resentment, we had people like Satoshi Nakamoto they wanted to create a peer-to-peer system where you could transact directly to the person, to your counterparty, without having involvement of a third party like a bank. Before I go, I wanted to just speak a little bit, or make you aware of the recent book that I have written. This was officially launched by World Scientific, the publisher that is based out of Singapore. It's a homegrown company, a publishing company. And this was launched, I think, on the 10th of December 2020, which was only a few months ago. Beyond fintech technology applications in the Islamic economy was meant to extend the conversation, because after Islamic fintech started to gain traction in 2018 and 2019, I start to observe that the conversations tend to just circle within the space of financial services and management, and products and services and management. And I thought that technology is something that you can use beyond finance. That means outside of finance. So hence I wrote this book. Every chapter has application for different industry. It still has some finance application, like the capital market, digital sukuk issuance for SME financing. We also have a discussion on central bank issued digital currency, where we investigated the 4 formats that we thought that are being tested by all central banks around the world. So hopefully you will enjoy reading the book.